What's going on, everybody? Aaron here with Tier 1 Academy, and today I want to talk about retail theft. Now, it's no secret, retail theft is on the rise, crime is on the rise, carjacking is on the rise. So, what exactly is our government and establishments doing about it? Now, I've been doing security for about the last 10 years, and about half of that has been directly in retail security. The other half was doing like mall security and stuff like that. So, some stuff that was still went hand in hand with retail security. And obviously, as retail security, the main thing we're going to deal with is retail theft. And I want to see what establishments who do not have loss prevention or security inside their stores are doing to combat it. Take a look.
Retail theft is rampant in San Francisco. We walked into a store and easily spotted.
This is how we're starting off. A guy taking stuff off the rack, stuff in his jacket. We're off to a good start. Wow.
And recorded shoplifters in action. Now some retailers are going to new lengths to protect their products. KTVU's Christian Captain joins us now from a Walgreens in the city's Richmond district that has taken the drastic step of using a chain to lock up the food there. Christian.
Yeah, pretty incredible, Julie. The workers and customers here at this Walgreens say that they are frustrated at the amount of rampant theft that goes on. And now the shop, as you said, has taken the somewhat unprecedented step of simply chaining off an area there. That is their latest attempt to try to thwart the thieves. Customers at this Walgreens at 16th Avenue and Geary Boulevard say this is a distressingly common sight. Shoplifters making their way through the aisles, helping themselves to whatever they want, then walking out.
I have seen people actively grabbing stuff off the shelves and walking out the door.
Now this Walgreens has taken a drastic step.
Oh, wow.
Chaining up the...
So, like I said, I've been doing retail security for about the last 5 years, going on 6. And it hasn't gotten this bad to the point where we had to start chaining up products. Mainly because they actually have security inside their stores, but this is how bad it's getting. Wow. Do you know how inconveniencing this has got to be? Where you got to find an associate to unchain the thing so you can get to your ice cream? That's got to be insanely inconveniencing. Wow, that's crazy.
Refrigerated and frozen foods. The only way to get any items inside, ringing for assistance. Customers say they're frustrated that it's come to this.
It is terrible because you have to wait. You have to ask for a clerk to come and unlock anything that you want to buy, anything, including a soda.
In the span of less than 2 hours, we saw 4 confirmed shoplifting incidents. Thieves making off with drinks, food, and stationery supplies. In a statement, Walgreens said retail crime is one of the top challenges facing their industry, and that the company is focused on safety. The company...
I mean, look at the employee. I'm assuming employee just recording on his phone stealing, and that's because there's nothing you can do about it. You know, because there's actually a law that was passed in California that says that an employer cannot ask its employees to stop retail theft. And also, I really don't know too many employers who are actually, or businesses who are asking their employees to stop retail theft. Anything, from my experience, most establishments tell their employees do not do anything about the theft. The reason why is because the liability is just too much. And you have an employee who goes and tries to stop a theft, and they get hurt in the process. Well, there's a lot of liability behind that. So they're better off just saying, listen, we're better off losing whatever than one of our employees getting hurt and then we have to spend some money. But, I mean, this is crazy. This is going to continue to happen because there's no resistance in that case. And we'll talk about the solution later on. But what's to stop them from just grabbing stuff off the shelf and just walking right out? If there's nothing to stop them, what's to stop them from doing it? And they know it believe it or not, the criminals know it just as much as they know what the policies are. They know what the employees were told they can and cannot do. That's why they're doing it.
Says it continues to take preventative measures to safely deter theft and still deliver the best experience it can for customers. We spoke with a San Francisco police sergeant who works undercover, so he asked us to not show his face. He says ultimately it's up to the retailer to protect their goods and hire security if needed. He said oftentimes Walgreens will call the police and only ask that the items be returned and will then decline to press charges.
But then what happens is the Walgreens, the corporation, that means the employees will have to show up to court and testify, and I think that's where the particular problem is. It's tying up their employees to go to court on these, on these retail thefts.
Walgreens isn't the only retailer.
So that's actually, so I don't know what the laws are like in California or San Francisco, whatever, but here in the DMV, despite all the retail thefts that I have stopped, I've only ever had to go to court for one of them. And it wasn't because she was stealing, it was because we called the cops and she actually ran, and I had to go help the cop chase her and lock her up. So, but despite the dozens and dozens and dozens of retail thefts I've stopped over the years, I've never gone to court for them. But maybe that's how it is in San Francisco, but I do understand where they're coming from. But that's still, again, that's still a problem, because now you're doing the community a disservice by just letting people come in here and steal products. You might as well rename yourself from Walgreens or whatever to just a charity store. Just come inside and get everything for free. Free market.
Facing a shoplifting problem. This Safeway on Webster Street in San Francisco joined with others in Oakland and San Jose to install these glass gates where shoppers have to scan their receipts to exit. Safeway released a statement saying the grocery chain recently made the change at select Safeway stores in the Bay.
Now, who came up with this half-ass solution? This is crazy. This is how you know this decision was made by someone who doesn't have the boots on the ground. When I say boots on the ground, what I mean is someone who actually physically works inside of the store. This decision had to come from someone who works inside of a corporate office where they manage the store, but not from inside of the store. Because anyone who works inside the store, who has worked inside of a grocery store, knows that this ain't gonna stop nobody. If a guy is stealing, what makes you think he's not gonna jump over this or run right through the glass? Who is this stopping? This ain't stopping nobody. But I want to know who from corporate came up with this, because you're a genius, sir. This ain't stopping nobody. If anything, all this is doing is just inconveniencing the customer. The customer who's already pissed off because they got now asked for the groceries be unchained so that way they could get to it, and then probably got to be escorted to the register and have the person scan it for them. And all this is doing is inconveniencing the customer. This isn't solving anything.
Area to maintain a safe and welcoming shopping experience for customers and associates, given the increasing amount of theft. Some shoppers said they didn't like the new gates. Others say they understand why they're a necessity.
It was different. I thought it was more like an airport kind of like, or, a security job, But if it does the job to keep shoplifters from shoplifting, okay.
Another common security measure.
Who is that stopping? That's not stopping anyone except the law-abiding customer. Who in the corporate office doesn't think that somebody can just jump right over that? They can hop right over that. That's how you know these are just half-ass solutions that aren't going to solve for anything.
These stores have implemented is only having one way in and out to monitor who comes and goes. That means customers have to either backtrack to the entrance where they first entered, or, as in the case of this Walgreens, use the stairs. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Cafton, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
So, Christian, I'm curious, you were there with your photographer. How long were you there before you two actually spotted people shoplifting and obviously not being bothered by the fact that they were being recorded?
Yeah, literally as we pulled up. And I mean that literally as we pulled up, we saw somebody walking in who was kind of giving furtive looks around. He walked in. My photographer was able to kind of follow him in, monitor what he was doing, and sure enough, he took items off the shelf, put it in his pocket, and simply walked right out. So literally the moment that we arrived, and then we were here for maybe 2 hours. In that 2-hour span, no fewer than 4 times did we see people shoplifting from this store.
Yeah, you can see it clearly is a problem. All right, Christian Cafton reporting live for us tonight in the city. Christian, thank you.
All right, it's out there. So he said within the 2 hours they were there, they saw a 4th theft. So we're averaging, what, 2 an hour? I mean, do the math on that. Yep, so honestly, I can't say I'm surprised that any establishment that doesn't want to hire security or loss prevention to go inside the stores to trying to prevent the theft or lower the theft, I can't say I'm surprised at the solutions that they're trying to implement, and the fact that they're not having any success, except pissing off customers who are already upset because of high inflation, because of retail theft. So now there's even less stuff on the shelf. There ain't no Tide on the shelf, so they can't go home and wash their clothes. They gotta go across town to get some Tide so they can wash their clothes because they don't want to go to work smelling funky. And now they gotta deal with this, the inconveniencing part of this. When shopping was supposed to be a convenient, pleasurable experience, now it sounds like it's gonna be a nuisance. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, because the way you solve for this is you get security in there, security guard like me. You get a security guard in there, so that way they can be a visual deterrent. So that way it can stop this blatant theft, because these guys are doing that. They're walking inside the shelf, they walk inside the store, they grab something off the shelf and then walk right out, and they're doing that because they know there's no resistance. No one's going to stop them. But however, you put a security guard there, all of a sudden now there's some resistance. So now they're going to think to themselves, they're going to think, hey, do I really want to go in here, try to steal this thing, and have to fight that guy? Probably not. So I'm gonna go. Maybe they're only going to then steal, pennies on the dollar type of stuff, which is then why you bring in loss prevention. So that way they can look at the cameras and then follow people around the store, and it's like, oh, hey, this person concealed something in some places that you can't search unless you know for a fact that it's there. And you have loss prevention and security work hand in hand. I guarantee your theft is going to go down a lot. But unfortunately, when you don't want to spend the money, this is what you get. Okay, you get half-assed solutions, and you just get your store getting ransacked through. So now you gotta change your business name from Walgreens to charitable free market. So I can't say I'm surprised, and this is only going to get worse. The solutions that they put in place aren't stopping anybody, but it's funny that they think it will, so we can laugh at it. This is crazy, but I'm gonna leave it there. This has been Aaron with Tier 1 Academy. Thank you for watching. As always, continue to follow us, like, comment, subscribe, so that way we can go ahead and continue to cover retail theft and all the craziness that's happening here in the world, especially here in the DMV, so we can know what we're getting ourselves into as far as CCW holders every time we walk outside. All right, Aaron Tier 1 Academy. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.